Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner, wearing green trunks, weighing in at 148 pounds, 1804. And in the other corner, the man in blue, tipping the scale at 270 per capita. From 1804 rocks per capita.
Ow! That hurt! Unfair! He cheated! He got more hits! I got more hits per capita! You all saw it! Unfair!
Step back, 1804. That punch was unnecessary roughness.
I'm the champion! I'm superior! Baron wins again!
Per capita! Per capita!
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and this is one dedicated to the racists that be in my comment section. I blocked a lot of them, so I don't know if they subscribed. So they may or may not see it. Either way, I don't give a fuck. This video we're gonna talk about per capita, since people on Twitter, namely the racist people, like to talk about per capita, right? Meaning black people do crime, white people do crime, but it's based off per capita, right? Like if raw numbers don't matter, but I digress. And on top of all that, they use the per capita just for a like lesson. Per capita means numbers comparative to other numbers in other areas of the world, meaning, or number in areas of the United States, meaning if 156 murders happen in New York City and 10 happen in buttfuck Iowa, per capita, more murders happen in New York City. Even though it's a small number of black people, a large number of white people, they can make the assessment that less white people commit crime because of the numbers in New York are fewer than the ones in Iowa. But in Iowa, although it may be 10 murders, and I think I'm lowballing it, there's a higher number of white people, a lower number of black people, so it seems like it's a lot, right? But comparative to the fewer numbers committed by black people in New York and a high number of white people not committing murders, it would appear that black people commit more homicides. But they like to use that per capita because it's comparative from one area to another area, and based off the demographic, the numbers appear to be lower because it's more white people, and they seem to be higher because it's less black people commit more murders in that particular area. They never like to shine light on Montana, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Iowa, Idaho, places where niggas ain't nowhere, right? Same thing with drugs, carjackings, robberies, yada yada yada, food stamp fraud. So I haven't seen any drug rings with black people getting reined in, but we got right here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 clear people that was busted a few days ago for fentanyl, crystal meth, and huge stash of cash seized in massive drug bust. This is in West Virginia, probably Newport News. Now, I don't do these videos to kind of like rag on clear people. I do it so I can actually expose the truth that why they like to say we commit murders. I think I had somebody in my comment section over a video talking about there's a justifiable reason to hate black people because they commit robbery and murder and drug dealing. So what's this, sir? Because this right here looks like when nobody in the picture, Jamarquavius, Daquan, or Quantarius, and it looks like a bunch of Jacks, Connors, Johns, Dr. Hortman, a couple Stacys, and even some Terry Lynn's in that motherfucker, and they all look like they smoke meth. So, like, yeah, explain this shit. And I'm not doing this to beat up on clear people, but you kind of got to stop making the racist stereotypes or tropes as if black people are the only ones. Let me be the first to actually dispel that bullshit myth. Black people might commit crimes in the inner city, so it appears that black people commit this massive amount of crime when we're the minority. That's far from the truth. Crime still goes on in rural areas, suburban areas, non-black states like Iowa, Idaho, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Nebraska, and even when there are black people in black cities, right? Like Atlanta is a high populous black city, but outside of the state of Georgia, black people only constitute, I want to say, 16% of the country, the state's population. So even if we did commit the most crime in the inner cities in the city of Atlanta, you got to account for Decatur, Clarkston, Henry County, Mableton, Vinings. Like, there are other cities and other counties surrounding Atlanta, not just Fulton County. So, and there's still crime happening, whether it's drug dealing, welfare fraud, murder, robberies, carjackings, car theft, burglaries. Like, there's whole states where black people constitute a minority. Washington State, Oregon, California, Vermont, Maine, New Hampshire, Delaware. Like, what are we talking about here? People literally on the internet, namely on X or Twitter, I call it Twitter, where they like to spew these racist talking points. They like to ignore what they're doing and talk about what black people doing. Like, Charlie Kirk's last words were denigrating black people. Come to find out, wasn't even a black person that shot him. So focusing on us is taking your focus away from your own community, and you have like shit like this: meth heads trafficking and distributing harsh narcotics that's contributing to the opioid crisis, right? I don't think fentanyl is a good thing in white society, but it perplexes me. Mainstream media, political pundits all like to ignore that, as if it's not happening. And they talk about violence in Philadelphia or Detroit or Chicago or Atlanta or LA, while neglecting the other 40 some odd states where black people make up the minuscule population. In any event, if you like this episode, you know what to do, and I'm out.
Per capita! Per capita!